ladies and gentlemen, for the 917th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called Big Mike.
Yeah.
Me, I am Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
Oh, you know, living the dream, Michael.
Yeah, man. Just trying to, anyway.
Getting from one stage to the next, I suppose.
Ain't that the motherfucking truth right now? Yo, y'all motherfuckers are stupid.
Who is this?
Y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah, y'all.
You're going to have to elaborate, because I think I know what you're talking about.
I listened to and watched Thursday's episode. I was in the truck Friday, right? And I'm listening to the joint about the trifecta shocker,
the trifecta orgasm.
Yeah, right. And fucking when it got to the part where you was like, yeah, and I understood every word that motherfucker said, but I was like, I gotta see this shit. As soon as I said I gotta see it, that's when you was like, oh, Mike gotta watch this motherfucker, yo. So I'm in traffic in Fredericksburg, yo. I'm in like some standstill kind of traffic, yo. So I cut YouTube on, and bruh, I'm in this motherfucker truck lunching. Cause see, Lisa saw what you was looking like from the front, but his side view when he was doing the duck lips,
yeah.
That motherfucking fool is stupid, yo.
That was an amazing episode. A couple of amazing episodes, as a matter of fact. It was really funny because she dropped his name and address.
Yeah.
And I had to spend so much time editing the video.
I heard it blanked out on the fucking.
It was easy in the audio form, right?
Yeah.
And then after I was about to be like, all right, let me go make this video, I was like, oh shit. Now I got to get in here and like cut up the middle too, because it's going to be in there, and then it's going to throw. If I had just done the audio, it would have thrown the video off in 33 minutes and 48 seconds or whatever the fuck it was.
Gotcha.
So I had to go in there and see it in audio waveform and delete it out to make it match. Like I always do my video syncing with audio waveforms.
Yeah.
So that is the hack if you're trying to do this shit.
Man, that shit was funny because then you go, well, I gotta go edit that shit.
That's gonna definitely take some creative editing right there.
You done put the name and the address.
She's like, what? Yeah. She was just like, oh yeah, at blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. 123 Happy Street. Like, oh yeah, I know.
Oh man.
Yes, you mean Robert Smith at 123 Happy Street.
I was like, this motherfucker here. So, baby, you think you that talented? You think you got that? You think you can do that? Like it was more so. It was like, so you think you're that good, huh?
Really? That was it.
That was like challenge issue.
He's like, yeah, I got you.
Now I need to get the update from him to see what happened.
I know the trifecta orgasm championships.
Like, did you try that shit? You know, because from what it was said and how you put it was, there is no dick involved in this.
That's right.
There was no dick going to be involved.
Like, I had a whole other plan.
Yeah.
If I would have been doing such a thing with a chick, I was like, because I'd get out that toy.
Yeah.
With the fucking rabbit here.
Help yourself out, buddy.
And I'd be like, I'm going in this side.
This
putting this in over
motherfucker is
here.
so adamant on no, that is not fair. That is not a fair game.
It's faking on the bacon.
This is also coming from somebody who played Mario from the very beginning to the end. You know what I mean? Didn't skip stages. So I get it.
he found everything there was to do and did it all before he beat the game.
So it's like, man, nah, that's how, that to him, that's like, all right, I beat the game how it's supposed to be beaten. You know what I mean? I did something the way it's supposed to be done.
Well, yeah, I think he strikes me as the kind of guy that's going to play like Grand Theft Auto and be like, I'm only 98% through. What else is there? I got to find out.
Yeah, got to figure out what else I'm supposed to do.
I haven't beat this game. I've only done 98%.
Because if ain't no fishing in it, he ain't gonna worry about it. Like if Grand Theft Auto had fucking fishing,
I bet it does. I bet Grand Theft Auto 6 gonna have fishing. And
that's gonna
you're gonna have to go out in the deep sea and catch sharks, and he's gonna be doing that.
Oh, and then he'll get pissed off because his line will break or some shit, or it's not right, or some fucking record that he ain't beat.
He's gonna jump in to chase the shark and get himself eaten and be mad about it. Man, it caught up with me and ate me, man. I've been doing this.
And then when y'all was talking about the betting and shit. I was like, I could. It was a lot, yo, and I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, man, this motherfucker gets upset over losing $1.15.
Right, I was like, we just been over this.
Yeah.
Lisa's like, wait, you guys noticed it too? And we're like, yeah, we were literally just talking about this on the last episode.
I was like, God damn it, girl, if you just listen to that last episode, we was just on his ass about that. You upset because you lost $1.15.
Yeah, I lost $1. I bet $1, and I'm mad because I feel like I lost 15.
Yeah, talking about, man, I'm losing a bunch of money.
The OG Bobby Johnson was like, the OG Bobby Not Johnson was like, yo, with that mentality, it's like you buy a lottery ticket and you're a fucking billionaire until you don't win the ticket.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's a good point.
That's it.
It's a very good point. He would be walking around with a blank ass unscratched scratcher, be like, man, I got $15,000 right here.
Yeah, and
that's what it is.
But he won't scratch it. He won't scratch it because if he scratch it,
then he might not have $15,000.
Then he gonna be pissed the fuck off. God damn it! I just wasted my damn dollar.
No, I just lost $15,000.
Yeah.
That's how he takes it. It's completely unrealistic and ridiculous.
The chance of winning X amount, you think you got the big amount right there.
Right. He's always mad he didn't get his card on the river in poker. You know what I mean? Like,
that shit, man. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, this motherfucker here. So I can imagine what the game's gonna be like today for his ass.
Oh, for real?
Actually, since that's the important matter today, it's Sunday and the Skins are in the fucking NFC Championship.
That's why this is a Mike and I episode, because we can do this early today.
Yeah, because we gonna watch that game. Because
that's right.
As you can see, I'm a Carolina fan, but I am rooting for the Skins today.
And I am sporting my oldest Redskin hat. Many of Redskin hats I've owned for a long time, but this one I had when I was a mere boy.
Back when they were a good team, back in the 90s.
To the 80s.
Shit.
I've had this hat since the 80s.
Fucking, what's his name? Cook era.
All the Cook era, absolutely.
Yeah.
This hat probably goes back to Doug Williams.
Nice.
It's at least I had this. This was an old hat to me when Rippin' happened.
Gotcha.
This was one of my hats I'd had the longest. So this is an oldie but goodie, and it still fits.
Hell, I just found my.
It's actually broken in. Most of my hats are not.
I just found my. Oh man, what was his name? Joe Jacoby signed football.
Oh, hey now. Yeah, I got a
flat than a motherfucker, but I mean, it's still signed by him.
I got one that's signed by a bunch of them from like '88, like the year after the Doug Williams championship.
Gotcha.
The spring training the year after, or whatever.
Yeah.
The first practices.
Because I remember when Joe Jacoby had the fucking dealership out here mowing grass. And I think my dad ran. It was him at the store that we ran into. Then we ran to Cook at this little joint out in Aldi. It's like it was like when you know how you go to stores and had the displays of like TVs and radios and shit like that.
Okay, yeah, like a Radio Shack or something.
It wasn't even that. It was where this place would take like, you know, the display models that stores usually got rid of. This place would sell them, like so.
Oh, right, one of those discount joints where they buy out the
but
extras.
It was like in the middle of fucking Aldi of all places.
Well, it's because they were basically a warehouse, probably. That had like a little showroom in the front.
It wasn't even a warehouse, bro. I shit you not. This was like a little country store, like, you know, Nick's Groceries and shit. That's what it was.
And they had 2-year-old TVs that were never
electronics
used.
and shit in there. You know, there was a bunch of TVs, like toasters,
but that's back
blenders.
in the day when your television took up like half the size of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know it was that shit, right?
Yeah.
And we walked in there, and my dad's flipping out, and I'm like, "What the fuck is he flipping out for?" And fucking Cook was in there, and I was like, "Oh shit, it really is that man."
Yeah.
Dang, he just kicking it.
I actually interacted with some of his like sort of family when I was working in Middleburg.
Because that's when my dad was like, he from out this way, and I'm like, all right, makes sense then, fair enough.
Well, because that's the reason the team ended up in Dan Snyder's hands, was because Jack Kent Cooke tried to make it so that his kids wouldn't have to pay hefty inheritance tax.
Gotcha.
He didn't see it as a possibility that the team would sell for as much money as it did, so he couldn't envision his children getting bought out.
Gotcha.
Outbid, in a sense. You know what I mean? So.
Well, now look at them now.
Yeah. Now we're on the verge of being good again.
And look, hold on.
We are good. That's the thing. It's so weird because the team is good.
Yeah.
For years, it's always been like, we could maybe do this.
If
but
we
now it's
had
like,
X
no,
and X.
we're actually a good team. We could still maybe do this, but we're actually a good team. It's
Yeah.
not like we've got one guy willing us there.
Yep.
Like, we've got a lot of people willing it. There's like, Jaden Daniels is amazing, and he's doing a lot. He's an amazing player, but it's not the same as like when RG3 dragged us there, or when we barely made it in the early 2000s.
But it's also the fact that they have ownership that trusts who they put in play to do the job that you ask them to do. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what happens when you're not micromanaging.
It's the art of war. Don't micromanage your team.
Exactly.
Put them to task. Let them do their job. If they do a bad job, fire them. Hire someone that can do a good job.
Exactly. That's all it is.
The art of
you gotta
war.
get your hands off the shit.
Right.
And I'm like, if a lot of teams look at this shit, they're like, wait a minute.
But they won't.
They're not going to.
They won't.
Like the Cowboys, he ain't fucking whatever. He ain't gonna. He likes being hands on.
Well, he did fire whoever the coach was, but he does like being hands on.
He likes being hands on.
He's the Dan Snyder.
Exactly.
Exactly. There's no Dan Snyder now, so now it's like, well, Jerry Jones, you're kind of like Dan Snyder was.
Because they're gonna go focus on him because that's
Dan
the next
Snyder
thing to
was
look
just
at.
worse than than Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Because he had much more losing records. The Cowboys every now and again put together an almost good team.
But see, the funny shit is now they're like, boy, the Cowboys are getting wrong. They're getting just drugged every time the Redskins win. Shit pops up with the Cowboys about how fucked they are. Like, they just drag the shit out of the Cowboys every time the Redskins win.
Well, that's amusing. I saw something that was...
Bro, I be losing it.
There was an old clip of apparently like the GM last year for the Giants.
Yeah.
In his office with his children. And he was like, the kid was apparently giving him a hard time or something. He was like, well, you tell me who should I get? Who should I go with? And the kid goes, Jaden Daniels. And he's like, really? Okay. All right. And just like, that's like essentially the clip. And now it's like Jaden Daniels is like a dual threat quarterback, very good and very talented, and does get down. He runs too much for my liking, but he gets down and runs out of bounds with consistency way better than RG3 ever even tried to do.
I think RG3 was in that era with Cam and Vic and all that shit still where
he was on the end of the Vic, but like
he didn't have the size.
He did not have the size to take the hits.
Yeah.
And he never even should have tried. He was quick enough he could have run out of bounds.
Yeah.
When he hurt his knee against the Ravens in that game before the playoffs, he cut back upstream into the field and dove and got himself his whole knee folded all fucked up, which is what fell apart in that playoff game.
They say with Daniels is that in his contract, I guess when he was playing in college, in practice, he had the VR, like a VR.
I've heard something about him using virtual reality.
And they're like, it plays at 1.7 times the speed that he's, you play at the normal speed. So he's got to react faster to the VR. So they're like, when he's on the field, it's slow moving to him on the field. Like, he already sees what's already happened because they program.
Why do they let this stuff out into the public?
Who the fuck knows?
You know what I mean? That's what everybody's going to be doing within a couple of years.
Exactly, but it's smart in him.
You're going to be like, who can run it the fastest? But then you're going to get too fast.
But then
you're going to be too impatient to throw the ball.
But see, the Skins, they jumped on it because they're like, oh, this is new shit. Let's go ahead and roll with that.
They invested in what he was doing in college and gave it to him in the pros and continue to expand upon it.
And look what's happening. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you put the right people in play to make those decisions that you need to have made. That's like, you can't be mad at that. That is using the formula and trusting the process.
Trusting the process.
To make sure it works. Like, all right, cool. I hired you to do this. Y'all do that. Magic Johnson and them at the tunnel. Yo, what's up? Hey, y'all doing good? Y'all doing good? I told you we do this. We told you we gonna get y'all here. We was gonna get y'all right where y'all need to be at.
Did you guys hear the level of applause that just played? I've never done all 4 banks of applause back to back to back to back at the same time. That shit didn't stop. That's some serious shit.
Hey, look, it'll be applauding when these motherfuckers get there because I would like to see. This is what I would like to see: the Bills and the Skins running back 92.
Yeah, let's go beat their ass again.
Let's see what happens.
Let's take it away from them one more time.
Because the thing is, all these Skins fans out here, they are elated. They're happy. They're like, look, we don't even give a fuck if we don't win.
I don't want to fight against the refs.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yes.
I think I mentioned it last episode for the first time in my life with the way these refs do these days. Where it's the favorite team.
It's the Brady effect all over again. And even when you have other players.
Quite frankly, nobody deserves the Brady effect. Nobody does.
Not even Brady himself.
That's right.
But the thing is, when you have motherfucking ex-players calling the refs out, you had Troy Aikman during the broadcast. That motherfucker said, yo, these refs, and he's saying it on live TV. These refs are playing favors to the Chiefs.
He ain't lying.
You know what I mean? And everybody sees it. You got all these ex-NFL players that got podcasts that are saying the same shit over and over and over because everybody sees this shit.
Well, it's undeniable.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's like the only place I think AI may actually be useful is in refereeing of sporting events.
Yeah, very possible.
Where it's like, no, look, the AI just did it. Look, and it'll show, and it could do it so quickly that it could show the video on screen, and it'll be like, 67 cameras on the same player at the same time, and they'll be like, look at here, and they can rotate him in the air, and you'll see, oh, look, there's the ground, and there's his knee, and there's the ball is loose. Okay, so this is a fumble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Complete, incomplete, whatever the case may be.
Exactly.
Or if this is the actual foul. And see, they was talking about who was it?
They can have it in the floor in like basketball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Where it's like you just traveled. How cool would it be to have traveling built into the floor? If you don't dribble and take the right amount of steps, the floor will call you for traveling. That way, we don't have to worry about how much LeBron is or isn't traveling. It's gonna go ahead and call it for you.
The floor will light up or some shit. You know what it is. It'll do the burn.
Exactly.
Whatever the case may be.
It'll literally highlight around you and say travel.
Yep, and be good. All right.
And the clock will stop automatically, and like you said, the horn will burn.
But see, that's a whole lot of shit that people ain't gonna want to do.
I want to see that kind of shit, though.
It'd be nice.
Because I want real... That's why I've always liked the replay effect that you can do in the NFL.
Yeah.
But they don't have it. It's not robust enough.
Yeah, it's got some shit to work out.
But that's why AI needs... If we're going to use AI for stuff, that's the kind of shit. Not like military, like, takeover, like, Skynet and kill us all. It launched these nuclear weapons at Russia because it knew that the Russian counter-strike would take out its opponents here in America.
I was watching Predator the other day.
Hey, got that shit on TV. I was watching Predator 2, man.
I watched, Predator 2 came on. I was
watching Predator and Predator 2.
Yeah, I watched both of them, yo.
Sci-fi, bitch.
Bruh,
I seen it
man.
too. I was like, I didn't think about it, but I kind of think about it when I see shit like that. I'm like, I bet Mike be watching this shit
Danny
too.
Glover's ass hanging out the car, with the fucking bulletproof vest on the side. I'm like, you gotta be shitting.
That shit is so dope.
I'm like, this motherfucker.
That's a dope ass movie, dude.
And he hanging on that motherfucker.
Hanging out to the burn.
You know what I mean?
Driving, leaned out the window.
Because all the motherfuckers like, we're pinned down. The vehicle ain't coming. I got it. And they fucking put bulletproof vest on the windows. They wind the windows down.
Yeah.
Put the bulletproof vest on that shit.
That's it.
And that motherfucker driving, hanging out the door. I said, God damn it, look at Danny Glover's too old to be doing this shit ass.
He's not, though. Like, look what you just did in Predator, dog. You ain't too old for this.
He was too
same
old.
Era.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was too old to do that shit.
I think he might even say, I'm too old for this shit at one point in that movie.
Possibly.
No, like when he's like on the top of the building.
That's what I'm saying. When he's hanging on that joint.
That seems to me like I'm too old for this shit, kind of. Even me.
Because when he was climbing down that motherfucking joint, I think he said that shit.
I think so.
I was like, God damn it, Danny Glover's old ass, man. Like, bro, I got sucked in. I'm sitting there watching shit like, man, I forgot.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's real.
I'm just sitting there watching this shit.
I was literally thinking that. I was like, Predator 1 and Predator 2 are really good movies. I don't know about the rest of the Predators because I ain't really delved into them.
Bruh,
but 1 and 2 are absolutely, they're actually good movies. Like, the structure of them is sound.
Because it was a story that was written from start to finish.
Right. It's a complete story.
A complete story. Right. It's not just throw some shit together and make it happen, blow some shit up.
Let's throw a Predator in.
you know what I mean? Like, they don't even call the Predator in the first one. They don't call the Predator until it's in the second.
I think it's mentioned in Predator 2.
That's it, and it's just real
Gary
quick.
Busey's talking about it.
Yep.
Like the ultimate predator.
That's it, and that's where you hear it.
Something like that.
You know, he's an alien. He's a predator, and that's how he puts it.
This predator.
Yeah, because that's when
we're gonna capture this predator.
Because that's when you see the skulls for the first time.
Liquid nitrogen. You're gonna freeze him.
And we got these special suits that hide our heat.
That's right. They won't be able to see us. And it's not like he'll have technology that will enable him to be able to see the lights that we're wearing.
Yeah, they're like, oh, bruh. See,
when
so
that motherfucker stepped back, he'd be like,
too. Yeah, he was like, wait a minute, because he switched this shit up. And he's looking, he's like, and then that motherfucker, wait a minute, these motherfuckers in here. All right,
hold up, wait a minute.
Let me go ahead.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers now.
And I'm gonna fuck him up. He's like, oh, they done can't. I'm hungry as shit. Now he hangry because motherfucker can't eat now.
Yep, y'all are all up in my meat locker.
You done fucked this
trying
shit up.
To eat this raw beef, and y'all up in here
now.
now.
Told y'all he eats every 2 days. He hungry.
He came back. He's hungry.
Yeah. Now y'all done fucked this spot up. Now he's like, God damn it.
He's hungry and he's mad.
Yeah.
And that's a bad combination.
Yo.
Especially in a predator.
The subway scene.
Dude, that's terrifying. And you know why? Because everybody's armed. So everybody gets it.
But look, that was the thing. When the motherfuckers tried to mug that dude, he's like, nah. They're like, what you gonna do? Everybody's like, nah, what the fuck you gonna
Yeah, everybody's strapped.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it on one level.
They was ready.
And, you know, under normal circumstances, if the predator hadn't come through, what would have happened? Everything would have been fine.
Everything would have been cool.
Everything would have been fine.
Y'all calm y'all's asses down. You put your shit away, put our shit away, everybody good.
That's exactly right.
Get off at the next fucking
Like the Wild
stop.
West's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You armed, I'm armed. I don't want to shoot you. I don't want to get shot. All right,
cool.
Let's
Fuck
chill.
it. Let's call it a wrap.
Go ahead and leave my shit here. You leave your shit there.
Yep, and it been simple.
That's good.
The 80s was some shit, boy. I tell you what, great times.
That's an early 90s movie.
The early 90s, late 80s.
It takes place in the late 90s.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Like, I remember making a joke that the Demolition Man movie takes place in the same universe.
That what? The Predator
That's
did?
Predator. Remember Predator 2, the Los Angeles?
Yeah,
that's like Demolition Man, Los Angeles.
That's when they were frozen. It was around that time when they were putting in that cryo.
Right, it's the same kind of madness is going on in the city.
I can see that. I can see that happening.
Like the Wesley Snipes is contemporary of King Willie and all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
And it gets frozen around that time. We're gonna cryogenics this motherfuckers. We got new shit because this is the shit we was gonna use on the Predator. Because the thing that got me. Remember, what's his name? Danny Belushi's motherfucking homie. He never came back until the very end of that movie. That son of a bitch never came out that van. After all that shit happened, he didn't go nowhere else until fucking Danny Glover got the okay after he killed the motherfucker. They gave him the gun, which Prey wrapped it all up. Now, Prey, out of all the Predator movies, Prey tells
you know all the Predator movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the two before Prey kind of sucked. You know, they had the Alien vs. Predator thing constantly. It's like the Jason vs. Freddy shit. You know, it's bound to happen. But Prey tells you where that gun comes from in Predator 2. Like, I'm like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, right. It gives you the backstory of the gun that Danny Glover gets at the end of the movie.
But the first Predator, he was defeated with primitive shit. The fucking log and all that shit.
But that's what makes it so cool. We're in the jungle. Like, we have no high-techery.
Because Arnold Schwarzenegger figured out, if I got a gun, he gonna come at me. But if I do some low-tech shit, it really ain't too... Like, you saw the heat come off the spears.
When the Predator realized that he was going to fight him hand-to-hand...
Yeah.
He took off his equipment.
Because that was respect. He's like, all right...
Exactly.
You the apex that I want to go at. I got to see how good I am against you.
Exactly. But then he didn't realize that he was getting set up. But he did realize... And he went around the trap.
Yeah. Again, that was smooth shit.
Yeah.
You cannot knock the Predator. That was a smooth motherfucker. Because when he figured out, he's like, wait a minute.
He was like, you're too excited. He could tell. He was like, you're too worked up.
You was running from me. And then he looks around and says, wait a minute. Okay. Cool. Who jumps up? Now I got you, bitch.
But he didn't realize he walked right underneath the
another
log.
one, yeah. Danny Glover. He didn't use nothing except that fucking all the guns that Danny Glover had on the blast of this motherfucker. He used that motherfucker's own little fucking shuriken that he had, the blade.
Well, but the shotgun did a lot of damage. If he had more bullets with that fucking tactical shotgun,
if he would have blew that motherfucker's face off like he's supposed to do, he'd have been good.
Yeah, he should have shot him dead in the throat.
Right there, been done with it.
I'd have been like, well, you probably can't take a shot right there.
You can't have me in a horror movie and I'd have shot the monster up and don't think I'm gonna fucking double tap the head and chest a good
Absolutely,
couple times.
dog. You got to put another couple of.
I'm gonna empty the clip.
16 more
I'm
rounds
going in.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna do like the Menendez brothers did their parents. I'm fucking lighting them up.
It's like I've always said about Jaws, man. You get out there with the AK or the M50, or you get out there with some big ass gun with 30 rounds in it, and the shark comes and swims by. When he's shooting at it with the 38 and grazing it, yeah, I'm telling you, you get out there and put 30 rounds in that motherfucker with some 7.62 by 39. Because if not,
you're gonna be looking like that little motherfucking Harlem Nights with pop, and everybody out there with the machine guns. He got the little 22.
Yeah, put that motherfucking little gun away.
Yo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always movie magic bullshit. Like, we're going to take it easy on the thing. We're not going to shoot him full blast.
I just recently, yesterday, my sister and my wife took him to the movies yesterday, man, and we watched the Keke Palmer movie, One of Them Days. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This shit was a good motherfucking movie.
Hey, right on.
I'm up in that joint laughing my ass off. It's a buddy comedy,
This is the theater movie?
Yeah, it was a buddy comedy. It's got Keke Palmer and SZA play roommates. You know what I mean? And fucking SZA has a bum ass dude that ends up taking their rent money.
SZA is like what, a lady rapper or something?
I don't know if she raps or she sings. Yeah, but okay. She does singing or one of the two. I don't know. I haven't heard none of her shit before. And
in the movie, when it said who was in the movie, it said SZA.
Yeah, SZA. That's how I spell her name.
In the beginning, when they had the names, it was like Tisha Campbell.
Keke
Martin
Palmer,
Lawrence,
SZA,
and SZA.
Yeah. So,
did it say and SZA?
I don't know what it said. I wasn't paying attention because I just knew who was in it. But fuck it, the shit, man.
I've never heard of this movie, which is why I'm laughing.
It's a good buddy comedy because it's just funny. It's like it's refreshing to go to a movie, to go see a fucking funny movie, and it actually be
made
fucking
you laugh,
and it be funny.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give Issa Rae her props, man, because fucking she directed this shit. I'm a fan of Keke Palmer, you know what I mean?
I've never heard of Keke Palmer.
Oh man, trying to think.
I might recognize her.
Oh yeah, you recognize if you see her, like Akilah and the Bee with Lawrence Fishburne, the girl that was in the Spelling Bee. She's done all kinds of shit, but now she did this joint, man, and fucking shit, them motherfuckers were hilarious. Like they got this dude on Instagram. He's a comedian.
You said Keke Palmer?
Yeah, he's a comedian. He plays in the drive-thru, right? His part is small, but it's funny. You know what I mean? Cat Williams in it. His part is small, but it's funny. Like when he's on scene, he does his shit, and boom, it's not overpowering with him. You know what I'm saying? But like everything plays out. It was a well done movie. Like I haven't seen a good comedy work this way in a long time.
Nice.
So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I gotta give that one a credit. It was worth going to go see that motherfucker.
That's what's up. And it was called, once again?
One of Them Days.
One of Them Days, featuring Keke Palmer. That's Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
Like Arnold. Like you would expect Palmer to be spelled. Keke, I put it in K-I-K-I.
No, it's K-E-K-E.
K-E-K-E.
Yeah.
I recognize the face in some of the pictures I've seen, but, I couldn't tell you what she was.
But yeah, man, I laughed my ass off of that bitch. Yo, there were scenes of that motherfucker, man. I'm rolling in that bitch. I'm like, God damn, this one bitch got fucked up, yo. I ain't gonna give it away because people, I'll spoil the movie.
Too early for you to spoil it?
Yeah.
And it didn't suck, so you don't want to spoil it.
Exactly. I don't spoil good movies.
A good movie, if it's really old, we might spoil on here.
Yeah. Old good movies we can spoil, like we was doing with Predator and all that shit.
Yeah.
We've seen that shit, And if you hadn't, that's
on you.
Shame on you.
At this point, you've missed the boat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if it's on DVD, it's war, you can spoil it. If it's sucked in the theaters, you can spoil it. But if it's decent, I don't spoil that
Yeah, if it sucks in the theaters, I want you to spoil it.
Exactly.
I'm like, go on and tell that story.
Don't waste your money on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about doing some shit like that, man. I was like, you know what? Maybe I might do some like movie kind of review type shit. Just throws like a couple seconds of what I think of a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Even the old school shit that we watch, because I like the old school movies.
Well, you know how people be making these dumbass like first person whatever, they like selfie talk in front of like something that moves in the background and sort of comes in and out. You know, they like put something behind them. You should stop at the movie poster when you're leaving the theater and give yourself
a quick
60
review of some
seconds
shit,
to run it down. And
this is
like,
what I think about this
stand
shit.
in front of that shit, selfie style, and have it behind you, and then you're done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And
yeah,
like,
I was thinking about that shit the other day.
And you can hit them with the, don't forget to check out the Mason and Friends show.
You'll get the full report on that one, but I'm just give you a snippet of what's going on right now.
Go for it. Hashtag podcast.
Because, man, I was like, yo, so we end up leaving out there and going to go eat at Nando's Peri Peri. That was cool. The food was good.
Hanging in the Gainesville, I see.
Yeah, man. Like, that shit.
They got good shit up there, man.
Yeah, that little area is, it was popping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, it was cool. We ate, chilled with my mom for a little bit, man, and, kicked it for getting ready for game day today. I do wish I had me some Velocity wings, though. That'd be hitting right now. Some Velocity extra crispy wings with the Chipotle raspberry sauce. Psh, bro, I'm telling you. That's where it's at.
I don't think I've been to Velocity for wings. I don't think I've ever been to Velocity.
It's down in Bristol. That's the closest one to us is down in Bristol.
Well, and today's a bad day to try to get wings.
Exactly, because motherfuckers is going to be everywhere on that shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just chalk it up as a loss today. I'll fucking get something simple to eat. You know what I mean? Call it a wrap. It ain't what I want, but,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I might make a run to the Mexican place. I had some Mexican in Warrenton. It was actually decent. I brought it home and reheated it. But it was like, it just made me want to go to the Chipaneca and fucking Culpeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that's across from Ron's, but they've also got like a brick and mortar in town that I usually go to. Because the dude told me the one across from Ron's, they were going to shut down because the town wasn't going to renew their lease because they're making it dangerous down there because
there's so many people going in there where that turns at.
Yeah.
And
I understand that, but I would be like, build a better road right there.
No shit, because I mean, you got Enterprise.
You got the space. Take it down another 40 or 50 yards and make a split there where you could turn in and have a turn lane and give those people another fucking
what is that?
Bit of space to work with.
Store?
They're fucking killing it down there, man.
Yeah, they're doing more business than that mattress store that they're next to.
Shit, I don't even know what there is there. There's Ron's and there's a vape store and there's the Mexican joint. I don't know.
Oh, it might be a vape store now.
It's a vape store, dude.
Oh, so that's
everything's
what it is
a vape store now.
Yeah,
everything's a vape store.
It's just like vape stores are almost like Spirit of Halloween. They just take over a space that's empty.
But they're like permanent.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when the space comes available, it's going to be a vape store.
I thought Ben and Mary's might turn into that, but they made it into apartments.
Surprisingly enough, which I mean, that it was probably on the table.
It was probably more desirable to the area to have it be apartments than a vape store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, the parking out front was kind of dog shit.
Yeah, it's always been that way.
I can't imagine how it was ever any good. I know my grandparents took me there when I was a little kid.
I've never in my life, the whole time I've been out this motherfucking way, even coming up to visit as a kid, ever been to Ben and Mary's.
Well, because my grandparents thought they were being funny. You know what I mean? Like all afternoon, they're like, "Well, we're going to Ben and Mary's tonight," and I'm like, "Who's Ben and Mary?" And they're like, "You'll see."
Okay.
And I'm like a confused child, like.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Are they relatives of ours? Or,
exactly. Exactly. Should I know Ben and Mary?
Yeah.
Who are Ben and Mary? Right? And I probably met Ben and Mary. They were probably there. They're probably just as old as my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear back in the day, there was like a slaughterhouse in there. They'd bring the cow in and slaughter his ass and then serve him up.
I can see that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of dope, actually.
You know, from fucking fresh to fucking your plate.
Absolutely.
With no problem.
From the basement to your table.
You know, you hear it moo and you hear it sizzle and now it's in you.
Yeah, you'd hear it moo and then you'd hear it drop.
Yep.
Ba-dunk. And you'd be like, what the hell's going on down there? And they'd be like, man, you wanted it fresh.
Yeah, we'll cut you up.
Hold on. You want a burger? Let me throw this in the grinder.
Like, man, remember back in the day when Red Lobster used to do that shit with the lobster. No, it was Chesapeake Seafood.
A lot of places will pick your lobster out of the tank.
Yeah,
it's kind of
Chesapeake,
morbid.
man. But Chesapeake, man, was the shit back in the day.
It's probably dope now too, though, because it's built up so around it. They haven't invested in the building.
That's just
but I'll bet you they've invested in like food.
Chesapeake's done closed. Chesapeake Seafood House done closed down. I think all of them are closed down now.
I thought, isn't that the name of the place up there, just south of Wegmans? On 29?
No, that's Blue Ridge. That's Blue Ridge Seafood. For which surprises the fucking shit out of me that's the only seafood place that has actually survived. All of them.
To me, it's like a very good invested business, in a sense. Like somebody bought that land a long time ago.
Yeah.
And they built that restaurant on there as cheap as they could, and they brought in the best seafood they could get, I guess. I don't know. I've only ate there once. I don't know if the food's any good or not.
It's not like mind-blowing seafood. Like, all right,
but it's consistent.
Yes.
And it's close.
As close as you're going to get.
It's got a vibe.
Because you can't get any closer to anything that's seafood worthy. Like, there used to be the place up in Winchester that
you got to go much further towards the coast.
You got to go towards the coast. You got to go down towards the water. Or you got to go up fucking towards the wharf up in D.C. And I don't even fucking want to go that way.
Exactly what I mean, that it's like in a good location that you can get to it without having to go into the shit.
But the thing that bothers, that it doesn't even bother me, it's just I'm trying to understand is how you had this franchise that all they specialized in was seafood, and then they went out of business. But then you had this other place
that it's too difficult to consistently provide seafood. Suppliers are an issue, I would imagine.
I would think so, especially the further you are away from fucking the water.
Well, because as a chain, you're also trying to provide a consistent product.
Exactly. That's the other part,
you want
too.
This thing here to be as good as it is there.
But you got Blue Ridge up there in Gainesville. Then there's another one. No, I guess that's Gainesville area. What do they call that area right there? That little fucking strip. It's like Brentsville or some shit like that. When you go into fucking right before Gainesville, it's that little tiny strip area where Blue Ridge is at. Then you go actually into Gainesville, and there's a joint called Blue Sea or Open Sea or some shit like that. I went there, ate their shit.
Seafood?
Yeah, it's nothing to really talk about. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like, it really isn't. Like the two times I've eaten there, the food is bland. The crab legs bland. You ask for fucking seasoning, you know what I mean? They bring you out the fucking shaker, you know what I mean? It's not Old Bay, it's whatever their fucking brand of Old Bay is, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's not hitting.
We got our own red stuff that we sprinkle on things.
But it's not hitting like
call it Next Bay.
You know, yeah, basically, or nowhere near Bay. You know what I mean?
Not quite Bay.
But
too Old Bay.
The shit just ain't hit. Like, people swear about it. They're like, oh, this is the best. I'm like, no, I've had good seafood at different places. Like, me and my homies, when we go to the beach.
That's why Red Lobster sucks, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
like, you go and it's like, it is what it is. Oh, I got endless shrimp, yay. But it's not really good shrimp.
It's the shit you get from the fucking grocery store. You can do everything at Red Lobster. You can do at your home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And probably better.
Yeah, you can make it taste way better.
I've had panko-crusted frozen shrimp that is amazing at restaurants. You know, I worked at a restaurant where they started doing that as an appetizer.
Yeah.
They were really good frozen shrimp. They were fucking big, fatty, badass shrimp, and it was really good. But that's not everywhere. Everywhere's not getting it like that.
Like, when I worked at U.S. Foods, bruh, we were getting some good ass shit out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, but y'all had like a bunch of different options, right?
We knew.
You had 16 different types of frozen shrimp in your fucking frozen ass warehouse.
We knew where to fucking get the good shit at, because when they did seafood, there was an actual in the center of the warehouse, there was an actual room that was a seafood room. Fresh seafood would get sent, and these motherfuckers from Laos be in there cutting it up and packaging it up fresh right there. It'd be getting frozen right then and there.
Yeah, you know what's good there. So you could get it truly fresh if you wanted it.
Man, when we would go in that motherfucker, we would go out, like when we would go places and shit or have cookouts or whatever, we go in there, holler at the Laotian cats. They'd be like, all right, look, man, first time I ever had sea bass was fucking with these Laotian cats, man. They was like, look, big dog, you want this, you want this. I'm like, what the fuck is this? He said, sea bass, I hook you up. All right. These motherfuckers went over their crib one night, had the sea bass on the grill. Bruh, best cut of fish I ever had in my goddamn life. I'm like, what the fuck is this? They're like, sea bass, big dog, sea bass, big dog. I'm like, my man, all the seafood that we wanted, we got from them. You know what I mean?
Well, that sounds great.
Then fucking, you know, in the cooler section, we got all the meat. We know what good cuts of meat are in this motherfucking warehouse. You know what I'm saying? Snack a couple of them motherfuckers, snatch them up, boom, we good. We on the grill with shit. Like when we ended up winning tickets to a Skins and Eagles game, you know, convenient, you know. And we're like, yo, we got tailgate. So we in this motherfucking warehouse, man. We snatched up all kinds of shit. So I'm in the vehicle that has the food. My other, like, we had 2 cars go. You had us with the food, then you had the other vehicle with the grill and all that shit. Somehow we got separated on 495. You know?
Somehow.
Don't know how.
These things happen on a 495.
Yeah, because the dude that was following us was supposed to stick with us, but him and his girl got to arguing or some shit because he brought his girl with him.
And then he lost you.
We lost him and whoever he had in the car with him. The one dude that was on the phone with us lost his phone out the window.
Shut up.
I shit you not, the dude like took a turn and he on the phone with us and then we just hear, you know what I mean? Like, all right, hey, I don't know what happened, but I lost him because they was on the phone with me. We're like, yo, I'm telling you what lot we're in. So we pull up to the motherfucking, was it FedEx then?
It would have been.
I think
you weren't driving to RFK.
Nah,
we never drove. We never.
No, we never
wasn't
there.
Enough
It
to
was
drive to
FedEx.
RFK.
Yeah.
It had to be FedEx.
So we get to FedEx, and my man's like, "Yo, man, what the fuck we gonna do, man? Like, we got all this food." I said, "Bruh, all these motherfuckers out here tailgating. Somebody's gonna hook." I said, "I got this." I see this dude, he's on his grill and shit. I mean, he got the music shit. I'm like, "Oh, this motherfucker here." I said, "Hey, man, check this out. We lost our homies that had the grill, but we got a bunch of food, man. If you don't mind throwing it on the grill, you know, we could hook you up with shit that we got." He's like, "Man, I don't know, you know what I mean?" I said, "Look, bro, check this out. We got lobster tails. I could hook you up with 4 lobster tails right now." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "For real?" I said, "Bro, yeah." He's like, "Man, shh, you got lobster tails for real over there." Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
Go get it.
I'll hook you up with 4 lobster tails.
You know what's a trip? You got my mind racing right now because I just ordered a smoker. I ordered a Ninja smoker.
Oh, there you go.
The electrical joint for myself. Because I'm trying to eat a little healthier. I figure I could smoke some meats and take that to work and eat that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A little better investment of time and money.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But it's like a little Ninja smoker that like is apparently a real raging badass smoker.
Oh, there you go.
And you put these pellets in the joint, and it like circulates them, and it does all sorts. It's like a 7-in-1 grill, but the smoker's one of them. Right?
Yeah.
It's got like the fan, and it circulates the shit, and it's pretty dope. So I'm sitting here thinking like, man, I could probably smoke me some lobster tails and shit.
Bruh, yo, when I showed the dude, because
that's the shit, man.
The motherfucker really thought I was bullshit until we came with the cooler, and I'm like, yo, here we go. He said, "Yo, hey, y'all, these motherfuckers that brought me lobster tails. Hey, grill is theirs." And I'm like,
nah.
All right, bet, man. He was like, "Man, all I got is like burgers." He had brats, he had fucking hot dogs. He had these little bullshit.
Well, you know, for the minions, for the little people that you don't know, I don't mind helping you out, but I ain't giving you anything that's real good.
Well, see, that's the thing. We didn't pay for any of this shit.
But you had lobster tails.
But we had, yeah, because we worked in the warehouse. We knew where the shit was. We got what we needed.
You brought what you needed.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful thing.
So fucking we're there, and he's like, "Man, I got the steaks." I'm like, "Yeah, we got steaks too." You know, even though I didn't eat steak, I still didn't eat red meat then. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, "Damn, y'all got these. Where do y'all get these cuts at, man? Don't even worry about that. But we got this."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I know a guy. They fell off a truck.
So this motherfucker,
proverbially speaking,
he was like, "Well, shit." So he starts giving us liquor and shit. Like he's like, "Yo, here, let's get fucked up, man." I tell you what, we was fucked the fuck up before that goddamn game. We go in the game, man. We are fucking like done already.
But you're wasted, and you got a good amount of food in
exactly.
So you might hold out.
We're feeling nice, right?
Yeah.
Man, we get in there, and where our seats was, like it had rained, like I guess the day before or whatever, and where our seats was, like all the water, I guess, was just running down into where we were supposed to be sitting. I'm like, well, fuck, this ain't gonna work too good. But we had what is that level, like a club level kind of thing?
Yeah.
So
where you can go inside and look out through the glass.
There's all kinds of shit. So there was this cigar lounge in there.
Oh God, the Tomb.
And I'm like, Hey, y'all, I got an idea. They're like, what?
That you can smoke weed in there.
Exactly.
I said that before, too.
I said, let's go in there.
It's like, you see that? I was there one time, and I was like, you could totally go in there and
bro,
smoke
we
weed.
did. I went in there, and I'm like, God damn.
It's disgusting.
And my man was like, yo, what the fuck? I said, bruh, yeah, I know this sucks right now, but we can get high.
Let's get tight in the corner and smoke some weed.
And they're like, you sure? I'm like, I'm all this goddamn fucked up ass cigar smoking
they
here.
Ain't noticing.
They are not gonna notice us burning
the guy
a goddamn
next to you
blunt.
might, but if you fire up an actual blunt in there, you straight.
Ain't nobody gonna know.
I'd have gone in there, fired up with black. I'd take a stuffed black.
That's what we had. I had the pen pack blacks because I'm like, I gotta get in the stadium with this shit. So I'm in the car
because you can actually pack those and then repack the tip and then put them back in the plastic.
Exactly.
And tap a little pad of glue on
nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Oh my god.
I did this shit because
dude, those were the best in public. I used to do that every place I went that I was smoking weed in public back in the day.
Yeah,
packed black every time.
That's it. Because man, you freaked that motherfucker, and you
people
was good.
would be like, "Yo, for real? This has weed in it?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, hit that shit." And then they'd hit it and be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's great because it actually smokes great.
Yeah. And motherfuckers were tripping. They're like, "Yo, we up in here getting high." I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We high as gas right now at the fucking game in the cigar lounge."
Yeah, coming out smelling like cigars.
Yeah, nobody knows what the
knows
fuck.
nothing.
Yeah.
Why your eyes red? Because I was in the tomb.
Yeah, that shit burns like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You come out smelling like a straight motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure they called that shit the tomb.
I forgot what they called. I know it was fucking funky in that bitch.
Yeah, disgusting.
It was just fucking just nasty as
I don't know if I could put up with the cigar smoke.
It was almost like fucking smelling the breath of a motherfucker that does that dip shit.
Ugh.
The whole time you're in there, it's like moist fucking just
tobacco.
Smoke. Like
stank tobacco.
Oh man, it stunk, but it covered up what we was doing. We was fucked up.
Adequately. Very
fucking
adequately.
Feeling great.
Yeah.
Fucking
because a black will almost put a little taste on that people can't tell.
Especially if you had the wood tip cherry wine joints. Shit,
yeah, dude.
Boy,
wood tip cherry is the ticket,
bruh.
Wood tips.
See, motherfuckers,
I had to go wood tip. I always wanted a wood tip because I'm like, if I'm fucking with this, I don't want to look D-class A.
You said D-class A.
I don't want to look D-class A. I want to look like a classy man with my wood tip black.
Tip, you know.
That's next level, the wood tip black.
See,
you can put that shit in your teeth and it doesn't just get all nasty looking.
Yeah, and then you had the cherry wine smell that was like, wait, but this don't smell like, your average black.
That ain't average weed right there, is it? Nope, this is a cherry black. I got that cherry black with the wood tip. Stuff with weed.
Nah.
Yeah.
Boy, the nostalgia of yesterday, man, is some shit.
Well, because, these kids, they don't know nothing about the way we was running around here.
But see, that's the thing. They don't even have to worry about that.
That's the only time I can really get into the old mannery that you do is when I'm talking about weed. And the young
they ain't got to worry about none of that shit.
You young folk don't know how good we made it for you.
No shit. No shit.
I beat my head against this wall for 25 years with people, and now you get to stand there on the corner and smoke a blunt and act like it's all good.
Out in the cut, chilling on the little spot, you know what I mean?
Congratulations, you little bastards. I put in work in this drug war for years.
The field parties, all that shit.
I'm a drug war veteran, and you bitches is running around out here reaping the benefits.
Meeting on back roads, not having weed because nobody got reed up.
Driving down the back road with the weed, smoking it, trying to make sure that there wasn't a cop behind you.
Tossing shit out the window, all kinds of shit.
Eat that weed, motherfucker, before this cop pulls us over. Eat that
weed. Man, yo.
You ain't never handed a warm soda to your friend to eat the weed while you driving around the back road with a cop right behind.
I'll never forget this shit. I had just got off probation, and I was on a back road, young. I had a little joint. I had rolled this little motherfucking joint up in the car before I got the ride.
Teeny little toothpick joint.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, man.
I can tell by the way you rolled.
Yeah, I'm like, man. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna get me down this road and be good, right?
I just need a few pulls. It'll be good.
Yeah,
it'll be gone
like,
quick.
I'm burning this motherfucker. I'm hitting this motherfucker, going on down the road, and I get to the spot where the speed limit changed. It went from 35 to 25,
and there's a cop sitting right there.
And I was doing 40, right? And fucking, I see the sign get ready to change, and I look over and I'm like, wait a minute, that's a cop sitting there, and I'm like, fuck. fuck, you know what I mean? I don't hit the brakes. I just let up off the gas, you know what I mean? And was hoping the car would slow down.
You could pop it down a gear is what you should have done.
Yeah, but I didn't even think about that because I'm like, I got this little bit of a joint left.
Right, and you're worried about making sure he doesn't notice you're smoking weed.
Exactly. So I was like, fuck, I can't do nothing. I got to eat this motherfucker. Fuck it. It's gone. You know what I mean?
Talk about an overreaction. Did he pull you over?
And then, yeah, because I'm like, fuck, I still had like this little Nick bag left, and I'm like, God damn it, I gotta eat this shit. Bruh, and I'm eating, I'm like, God damn, it's dry as fuck, I ain't got no water. I'm like, I'm trying to make spit. Cotton mouth because I just started smoking this joint, right? So, bruh, I'm doing this. I'm like, fuck, I gotta hurry up and this motherfucker here. He comes to the car, and I'm like, cool, I'm good, right? Called my dad and said, hey, I just got pulled over. He said, what's wrong? I said, I don't know. They might try to arrest me. He said, you good? I said, yeah, because I ate everything. So I'm straight, but I'm just letting you know, give you a heads up just in case, right? So cop pulls me over. He says, you know why I pulled you over? I said, no, I have no idea why you pulled me over. He said, well, you were speeding. I said, technically, it was still 35 where I was at. And when I saw you where you're at, it's 25. I was slowing down in between that little fucking 100-yard dash in between, right? He was like, okay. He goes, you got anything illegal here? I can smell it. And I said, nope, I sure don't. He said, you mind if I search your vehicle? I said, you know what? You can search the vehicle because I knew there was nothing in the fucking vehicle, right? He says, all right. He's searching the car. Nothing, right? He said,
I've been searched but never consented.
He said, you haven't smoked any weed today? I said,
sir, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I said, I smoked weed like hours ago, but not any recently. Why? He's like, are you sure about that? So I'm positive about that. He goes, what's this? And he pulls a fucking nug off my shirt that fell. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. He was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let you go because I didn't find nothing in your vehicle. Just slow down and air this out. I'm like, all right, my man. I called my dad back.
So there are good cops. That's a good cop right there. A bad cop could have totally busted you for that.
But then there's asshole cops. I've dealt with both of them.
That's right.
Because when I got pulled over on the strip that one time, I'm in my mom's Jeep. It says mom's taxi on this motherfucker. It's October sometime. It's me, Smokey, and my cousin motherfucking Rufio. Now Rufio's in the back, right? He was 17 at the time, I think it was. And he was the only one that smokes. No, Jimmy smoked cigarettes too, but he was old enough, right? We're riding. I run into one of my homies, see him, holler at him, like, yo, I'll meet you over at 7-Eleven. This is the strip in Manassas on, Mathis, whatever.
All right.
Mathis Drive or some shit. It's just a strip of road that everybody used to drive their car and make a circle around. Because there was nothing for teenagers to do.
Yeah.
So that's what you hung out there, you talk shit.
This is Williamson Road in Roanoke.
Yeah. So we're on this bitch, see my mans, tell him, yo, I'll meet you at the 7-Eleven. We'll just stop over there, you know what I mean? He turns into this motherfucking dealership, goes to 7-Eleven. I'm right behind him. I turn up in the dealership, go to turn out, and I got swarmed by police. 2 from the side, 1 blocked me in, 1 came from the back. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. What the fuck is this shit? They pull up, license and registration. I'm like, can I ask, what am I getting? What is all this for? They're like, you're not supposed to be here. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm just turning to go to 7-Eleven. Like, my homie's right there. Like, I'm looking right at him. They're like, this is illegal to do. I'm like, sir, it's a car dealership. If I was here to look at a car, I could look at a daggone car. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I'm making a turn to go to that 7-Eleven. Is this your vehicle? Again, no, it says mom's taxi. It's my mother's vehicle. It says it on the license plate. Why would I, a fucking 19-year-old, be driving a fucking shit that says mom's taxi and say it's my shit? Come on now, let's think about this, right? He goes, I still need your license and registration. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Here, you want license and registration for some dumb shit here? And I opened the glove box, and there was a little pack of like firecrackers in there, like, the little
Black Cats,
like Bazooka Joe joints, the bubble gum. It's just one little square pack. He's like, oh, I gotta search the vehicle now. And I'm like, what? He goes, that's illegal to have. I'm like,
you got explosives.
I'm like, bruh, this is my mom's shit, but okay, like I know ain't nothing illegal in the car because we ain't had shit on us that night. We was still trying to find shit that night. You know what I mean?
Scored yet, so to speak.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. So we get out the car, and Smokey's like, hey, you want me to tell him that my dad's a cop? I said, nah, not yet. We don't need it right now. Let's just see what these stupid fuckers are going to do.
Keep that ace up your sleeve, Smoke.
You know what I mean? Because this is Manassas City cops that we're dealing with. Smoke's dad was a Prince William sheriff at the time.
Right.
So he's like, you want me to tell him?
They're adjacent as fuck.
Oh, man, what? Them motherfuckers, boy, they hate the shit out of each other. So... We're on the side of the car. He's the cop's searching us and shit. Now I'm looking at him tear like the fucking shit about my mama's Jeep, yo. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
That's what they do. That's why you never let them search anything without.
Like they're ripping up they're taking the seats apart and shit like that, and they're going through and they're just throwing shit around. So the motherfucker comes back to me, right? He said, okay, we didn't find nothing illegal. We found some BBs, but no gun. I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, We found a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, okay. He's like, whose cigarettes are those? I said, mine. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even smoke at the time. I knew it was my cousin's pack of smokes. He said, well, why were they in the pocket behind the passenger seat? I said, oh, that way so I don't have to take my eyes off the road. I can drive, reach back, grab a cigarette, boom, bam, and there it is. He was like... all right, like
okay.
It fucked with him because it was like, that actually kind of makes sense, you know. I was like, man, I just keep it back here, so I'm good. I just reach back, grab me a cigarette, and I can keep on going. So then he goes, he was like, well, y'all can get da-da-da-da, and he's just giving me this lecture, and I'm like, it's cold, bruh. I'm tired of hearing your mouth. Smokey's tapped me. Hey, you want me to tell him? I said, you know what? Fuck it. Go ahead, see what they say. He said, so he gets to Smokey. He goes, so what do you think? He's like, as soon as he hit that laugh, I'm like, oh, here it comes. Fuck.
My dad's is Prince William.
He goes, my dad would think y'all a motherfucking joke. This is exactly what he says. My dad would say y'all a motherfucking joke. He's like, well, who's your dad? He goes, my dad's a sheriff of Prince William County. And they're like, what do you think he would say? That y'all are motherfucking dumbasses that don't know how to do your fucking job. I'm like, God damn it. We're gonna get beat. I'm gonna get beat. God damn it, this motherfucker. He cussing out the fucking cops. God damn it, Smoke. 19 years
He's been cussing out cops for 19 years, what it sounds like.
Just going off of me. Smoke is like, man, y'all some stupid sons of bitches. Y'all know how to do your fucking job. Y'all useless motherfucking fuckers. I mean, he is going in on these motherfuckers. I'm like, I'm just getting ready to get hit in the head. I'm waiting for a baton to come and hit me in the fucking head because he cussing out these motherfucking guys, right? So the cop was like, okay. All right, we're gonna let you go. He was like, the smoke was like, you ain't got no choice but to let us the fuck go. You ain't find fucking shit.
Yeah.
Go do your fucking job. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Let's just get to 7-Eleven, get the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean?
Let's leave.
So we leave, and I'm like, fuck. These motherfuckers got my registration. God damn it. The next fucking day, I go to the police station. I say, hey, officer such and such, badge number this, has my registration. I never got it back when I got pulled over last night. This bitch at this motherfucking station did at me on my face and goes, oh, he don't have it. Bitch, you never even got the fuck up. You never even looked at me. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers pulled me over. I never got my registration. I just would like to have my registration back. It's my mom's fucking vehicle. Argue with these motherfuckers for a hot minute. I said, you know what? It's all good. Fuck y'all. I'll just go to DMV, get some other shit. Jimmy was like, hey, man, you want me to call my dad? My dad come down here. We can go ahead regular. Nah. It's not that important. It's a piece of paper. I can go DMV and get. But they're asshole cops out there too.
Yeah, just being assholes for the sake of being an asshole.
That's because they got picked on when they were kids.
Could be that too. But with that said,
or no pussy, one of the two happen.
I don't know, man. I don't get pussy sometimes for a while, and I don't fucking get mean to people. I get it here, I get it there. Sometimes I'm like, fuck off.
But
You know
see,
what I
some
mean?
motherfuckers just ain't never had it. They get a
Well,
little
that's true.
antsy.
Like, I could go get it if I really put in effort.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Some motherfuckers like, I'm a police officer. I should have ass thrown at my feet.
There are motherfuckers that think everybody should just give it up. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that's
fuck
a whole
all that
nother game.
shit. That's a whole other. So it's a whole other story. Anyway, don't forget. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Go Skins. You know what I mean?
Ain't fucking
'Cause
man.
We don't know yet. So by the time this airs, y'all gonna know.
Yeah. Next episode, I'm gonna have another Redskins hat on, but I still don't know who's won.
Huh. But we're gonna assume that it's gonna be Bills and Skins.
We gonna hope for that for
You
sure.
know?
Yeah.
Because that'll be a good Super Bowl.
That will be.
That'd be a good Super Bowl.
That'd be a good Super Bowl.
That'd be one worth to watch. Because if Kansas City in it, it's not gonna be worth watching.
That is correct.
You know?
I
like
believe
it's
so.
it's like when the Patriots were in it. It's not worth watching.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope it doesn't go that route. But anyway, don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go.